Now, we want to go to Heidi Dyrne. She witnessed the attack in Tunisia and she joins us on the phone. Heidi, just explain the situation currently at the moment. The last I heard, the area was still in lockdown.
It is, I do believe. We're at the hotel next to the hotel where it happened. We're at the Royal Kens, just next to the harbour. And we're still in our rooms and have been since 12 o'clock. We've not heard any other information at the moment. So we're just in limbo, really. We don't really know what's happening and whether we're allowed out, or we just keep hearing police and sirens and all sorts going past the front of the hotel.
Just explain for us where you were when this attack unfolded. What did you hear? What did you see? Paint a picture for us.
We was just by the pool, like I said, at the hotel next to it, just minding, just sunbathing basically, and then a large group of people just came running through the complex quite quickly, and then we were just told by a member of the hotel staff to all go to reception. Well, of course, there was one mad rush of all the other people just running through by the pool to get to the reception. We really didn't know what was going on. Then, obviously, just at the time, speculation was people that had come off the beach had said that they'd heard gunfire. So we was all just in the reception. And then we were told just to come up to our rooms, that was back at 12 o'clock, so nearly 4 hours ago, and we're still in our rooms. We've not been given any other info other than what we've seen by another news channel on the television.
Obviously, it's only been a few months since the last major attack in Tunisia, which left 20 tourists dead. Why did you decide to go to Tunisia for a holiday, and were you concerned?
I was a little bit. We were concerned, myself and my friend, so we kind of was half reassured by the travel company that the area that we were coming to was not in the red zone as shown on the TV. So we just thought, oh, well, we'll come out. I've been before, enjoyed it before, so we came obviously back out. I can't say I'll come again, but I'm here at the moment, so it's not going to be on my list of priorities to come out again, to be fair.
And how long have you been on holiday there so far?
This is only our third day. We only arrived on Wednesday evening, and it's now only Friday, so we've only had 2 days.
What sort of information are they giving you as they keep people in lockdown at the hotel?
We've heard nothing. We've had no information since 12 o'clock when we were told to come up to our rooms. What we've seen is what we've got on the news channel on the TV.
And are you travelling with?
Nothing.
Are you travelling with family and friends? Is anyone looking for people that are missing?
We don't know. I'm just travelling with a friend, so we just spoke to other people that are just in adjacent rooms to us, and they've not been involved. So we don't know of anybody that's looking for somebody, or anybody that's seen her, unfortunately.
I understand the gunman had some pretty powerful weapons, AK-47s. Could you hear the shots being fired as people were telling you to head back towards the hotel? No, we couldn't see anything. And of course, by that point, when you're not really sure what's happening, you're running, I suppose not necessarily for your life, but you're running because everybody else was running. So we just wanted to get inside because nobody was really sure what was going on at that point. Are you worried about future attacks at this point in time, given this one is just unfolding? Obviously, the hotels are in lockdown, but it's still a very active scene.
Yes, I am very concerned. If I get the opportunity to go home, I will do. But obviously, appreciate there are people the other people that need to get home before we do. So we'll just have to, hopefully, we'll find something out. And if I get the opportunity to go home, then I will be going home.
Have you been
it is a concern, because like I say, we don't know what's happening, whether the other gunman's been caught, we don't know. So, it seems to have quietened a little bit, but there's obviously, just as I'm talking to you now, there's an armed van just drove by me at the front, so we don't know.
What drew you there to have a holiday? Why were you drawn to go there for a vacation?
Not a particular reason. We've been before, we like the area, the country when we've been before. And it came up and we liked the hotel, and so we just came out. There was no particular reason why I was drawn or not, to be fair. We just, I liked the country before, but like I say, it'd be a long time, if ever, before I come out again.
So at this stage, have you been in touch with any embassy staff about what movements and how you might be able to get home?
Yeah, we tried, but it was engaged, and I appreciate, obviously, a lot of people are trying to get through, so we'll just have to just keep trying and see whether we can get through and find out what our option is as to whether we can get home.
And from the other holiday makers that are there, what sort of countries have they come from?
The UK, Germany, predominantly I think in this hotel are German and English, I do believe. So the majority that we've spoke to have been English, and obviously all feeling a little bit the same as we are, really, just not knowing what's going on. And some of them are due to go home tomorrow, so we don't quite know what will happen there, or whether they're trying to get other people out. We don't really know. So it's just a little bit in limbo, really, until we can find something out.
How are people feeling? I imagine that the people that have actually witnessed people being shot down must be pretty frightened.
Extremely, yeah. They're just, I suppose, well, like you said, we don't know whether something else will happen. You don't know. We're just all a little bit, I suppose, apprehensive, thinking, well, I'd be coughing. Is it going to happen again? What does tomorrow bring, kind of thing. So we don't really know. It's just quite a bit unnerving. I'm shaking as I'm talking to you, just watching vans and police go by all the time. It's just a little bit unnerving, really.
Really scary situation. Heidi Dyrne, we really appreciate you talking to us on the phone there. I hope you take care, and I hope you get some answers as to what's going on and when you might be able to get home. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Now we're going to go to France, where one person is dead and 2 are wounded after a gruesome terror attack there. At least 1 suspect is in custody after a vehicle set off an explosion by ramming an American-owned chemical plant in Lyon. In the aftermath, a severed head covered with Arabic writing was found attached to the factory's gate. So far, no one has claimed responsibility, but the French president says there's no doubt it was an act of terrorism.
Cette solidarité, elle m'a été également.
In this circumstance, first of all, our thoughts go out to the victim. It is a matter of solidarity. The European Council is wanting now to express this solidarity. We all remember and have in mind what happened in our country and in other countries as well. There is, therefore, a lot of emotion, and emotion cannot be the only answer. It is action, prevention, deterrence, and therefore the necessity to support and defend our values and never give into fear. And to reassure our responsibilities in all possible circumstances, it is not about spreading any intolerable suspicion. It is about doing our job, as is expected by the French people. It is about protecting our people while finding out the truth, identifying the groups and individuals responsible for such actions.
And France has been on edge since the Charlie Hebdo massacre just 5 months ago, and there have been other terror attacks. Our Jim Bitterman joins us now from Paris. And Jim, this attack took place in broad daylight when this vehicle was rammed into a building containing gas canisters. This severed head was left on a fence. What is the current situation now at that factory?
Well, the factory's been, at the moment, evacuated, and I think at the moment also something has developed in the last few minutes here that I should tell you about, Lynda. The first is that our colleagues at BFM have been showing pictures of the wife of the chief suspect in this crime, the wife of Yassine Salah, being arrested in the suburbs of Lyon at the family's apartment. He was married, had 3 children. Secondly, it's been reliably reported here that, in fact, the victim, the identity of the victim, is the employer of Yassine Salah. Basically, his boss was the person that was the victim of the decapitation. And the third thing that has developed here is that President Hollande has come out of his meeting of his defense council, announced not a whole lot new, except that he said the entire region of the Rhone Alps will be under a heightened level of surveillance and security over the next 3 days. The way it works is that all of France, of course, has been under its highest level of security since the Charlie Hebdo attacks, but there is one level higher that they can go to, which means that there is some kind of imminent attack. And I think as we're listening to the security experts here, they're explaining that basically they want to raise the level to this alert level because they want to avoid any possibility of any copycat attacks at other places around this area in the Rhone Alps region of France. Lynda?
OK, Jim, we'll leave it there. We're going to continue our coverage shortly. That does it for this hour of the International Desk. CNN coverage of these terror attacks in Tunisia, Kuwait and France will continue. Stay with us.